Hey YouTube. So today I'm gonna talk about marketing and I'm gonna talk about ways to market a product or service efficiently. So the first thing you want to do is with marketing, you want to put yourself in the buyer's perspective. You really want to like kind of put it in his perspective. Why should he buy your product? So you should figure out and maybe find ways to here, and let me share my screen. So you should find ways to uh, make yourself how do you stand out from your competitors? Is there anything that you do better maybe? Is there anything special about your service? And why should they choose you, not others? So you want to represent that when you're marketing and when you're selling yourself. So that's one. And then this could also be said about like jobs. A job is a product. You are the product basically. Okay, and then the two, you want to target your market to the right places. There's a bunch of people, but they're not in the market. They're not part of the market share. So you want to advertise to the people who are in the market share. You don't want to advertise to people who are not in the market share. So earlier I talked about why outbound marketing wasn't it could be considered like inefficient, and that could be inefficient for a reason. You might find people who are in the market you by just reaching out to a ton of people, but you'll also find like a lot of rejections. There are there are a lot of people. People make different decisions. People have the economy is big. And then money has to come from somewhere. It just comes from people. It doesn't grow on trees. So but people make different decisions. There's a lot of like rationale behind it. And the reality is that not everyone will buy your products. There's a lot of rejection in marketing, but there's also a lot of acceptance. But you got to look at the volume too. So volume, reaching out to a big audience kind of helps as well. Even if they're not targeting the even if you're not even if you're not targeting all of the audience, but even if but your focus should be on your target market. And then you got to understand what is your target market. So what is your target market? What what is your target market? Who are your customers? So who are your customers? Because customers are everything. Without customers, you don't have business. And then the 5 C's of marketing are very important. So 5 C's is customer, context, context, competitor, what else? Competition or competitor slash competition. What else? We said context, customer, all right, I'm trying to remember the 5 C's. Um, customer, context, competitor, see, I honestly don't know the oh yeah, collaborators, and then well, anyways, I'll think of the other one as well. And then 4 P's. So their product, price, promotion, and the what's it called? Product price promotion and trying to remember the fourth P. Oh yeah, in place. Yes. Okay. So yeah. This is essentially essentially what it this provides context for the marketing. This is essentially what is marketing. And these are the important these are the important factors of how you're gonna market. So that's just vital to kind of understand the background. So you gotta how do you stand out for your competition? Um, consider um consider advertising or pitching a value prop. So and then you want to talk about strengths and you want to talk about strengths. You want to talk about how you competitive positioning, how you stand out from how you stand out. Okay, so yeah, you have these. And then those are and then you want to focus on your customers. So who are your customers? Their budget, what is their budget, age range, gender, location, and then you want to target you want to target your you want to target your ads based on your target market. So that's essentially what you want to do. And then you want to and then there's also things to consider as well. Bundle product bundling, diversifying, and then product bundling is like kind of like selling like two, it's kind of like bundling, so you're selling like two in one. And diversifying is like whether you're gonna go enter like the same market, different market, or whether you're gonna expand your product line. So that's kind of diversifying. And then let's see. Um, it doesn't hurt to have distributors and partners. So this is it doesn't hurt to have like some kind of distribution team who could help you sell. Just make sure that there's no that there's 0% commitment and anyone is able to join. And yes, it doesn't hurt to have these. And then we gotta understand that being in the 21st century, we're gonna have social media or the internet. The internet is so big that all advertising mostly should be done on the internet. There are like flyers, newspapers, radio, TV, celebrity or any endorsements that you could use. That would help you in your advertising, but it all depends on your product, your audience, your target audience, who are you trying to get. So yeah, and then the second thing is once you kind of started once you started building your market, you want to identify your identity in the market, identify your identity and use that to your advantage. advantage. So that's one thing you want to do. And then you want to you want to understand the market, know the market, know how supply and demands, how supply and demand works. Um, know your competitors. Maybe do a little market research. Do so. Yeah. You kind of want to do that. Basically you want to and then basically and then you want to identify what works and what doesn't work. And then w- you want to continue to do what's working, but you also want to try. You want to continue to do what works, but you also want to try out new things. And marketing is just really trial and error, you know? You gotta figure out what works, what doesn't work, and, it's very tough in that regard. So yeah, it's not easy to know, like, what's gonna work and what's not gonna work. So you just have to keep on trying, you know? And then, let's see. So the internet's the main advertisement. That should be your focus. Because it's the 21st century. The technology is rising with AI and GDP. You know. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. That's kind of general advice. And then also you want to make your ads appealing. Try to make ads as appealing as you can. And because it doesn't hurt to make appealing ads. But you and you want to you really get the word out. So I guess that's advertising in a nutshell. So I just wanted to quickly talk about like some of the bigger known companies like Target, Walmart. They do a lot of commercial advertising because they're targeting a national audience and they have a huge national presence. So that's kind of like why they do it. But like smaller companies do like social media advertisements, Google ads, YouTube, and then I would start off with there, and it really depends on your audience, you know, who you're trying to get, who's your main target market. So you got to see it that way rather than just like trying to get more people in general to buy into your ads. So yeah, that's kind of what I have in a nutshell. Yep, thanks for listening. Bye.